Hey guys, ATN Gaming here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to talk with you guys about the reworks on the drones. This is a prediction that I've made a while back ago in one of my videos when they announced it, they announced the drones and the chips to be introduced in War Robots. And I already said in that video is that I'm fine with the drones, I'm fine with the chips, even though I'm not a big fan, because a lot of people just find it too difficult and too it's just a lot of work and a lot of hassle. Um, but I told them I already predicted if they would make it a fair thing or a good thing, then I think it is a added value in the game. As long as they don't do the same thing that they did with the pilots, right? With the legendary pilots and the regular pilots, they did a rework on it, and it just all became really, really bad. So and this is what they're doing with the drones again right now. It's becoming, in my opinion, really, really bad because, well, maybe the solution that they're giving, like the goal that they're going for with all the adjustments are good, but it's just like when they introduced it, it's just they gave the players a opportunity to invest all their money, all their gold, all their resources into these drones and chips. So they built all these good drones and good chips, invested all of them, and now they are like throwing and adjusting it entirely differently. And a lot of players are really upset about this. Like myself, I don't invest that much into the drones and the chips, so all of it is just free play, and whatever I get, I use. Right, I don't pay a lot of gold and money for it, just some. But I've seen comments and reactions of other players who are saying they spend like 20,000 gold on drones and chips, or 30,000, or even some I saw said that they invested like 60,000 into drones and chips and to make it really, really suitable and the best play of their hangar. And now all of that are being resetted, right? They're being put to reset, basically being nerfed, in my opinion. And Pixonic said that they are doing this because they wanted to make it easier for the players. But in my opinion, with these adjustments and these reworks on the drones and the chips, it doesn't make anything much easier. It's basically the same thing with just some new things added to it, right? So let me jump into these to the points that they've given on what they're going to be reworking on, and then I'm really curious to your comments down below, guys. What do you guys think of the rework? Are you happy with it? Or are you not happy with it? And why that is? So let's jump right into that list here. These are the things that are listed. So for those of you who invested in drones heavily, we need to make sure you want to invest any extra time or resource to stay on top of things after the rework. Ideally, if you have a complete hang of drones, you should have access to everything drone related that we added in 7.0 without spending any more resources, I guess. Initially, in update to 7.1, will provide a good use for the access chips. Okay, that's fine. So these are they're announcing that now. Secondly, they say we significantly buff most T3 and T4 chips by 40 and 80% depending on the chip. Weaker chips get bigger buffs. Okay, so T1, T4 will get T1, T2 will get much bigger buffs than the 40 to 80% of Tier 3 and Tier 4. I'm really curious what they're going to do with that. So, and furthermore, there will be no more battery chips to take space in your drone. And this is one of the points that is really pissing off the community and the players, because a lot of people invested their money, their gold into getting these battery chips to increase the battery of every drone in order to put more chips on it. And every chip has a certain battery use. So I can really understand why a lot of players are pissed about this. They're just feeling it's unfair, and they're not. So they have a compensation for this, and I'll get to that. They also say that we are also cutting all microchips cost by 20 to 30%. I guess that's a good thing. I mean, it's a good compensation partially. Furthermore, if you will have extra T4 chips after the rework, hold on to them. You will find them useful in the future. We're currently designing a way to turn the chips you don't need into something else. Okay, so that's a good thing. In 7.0, we will introduce a new type of microchips, shield microchips. I'm not sure whether I'm happy with that, but they say under certain conditions, they automatically give you N-cell, Aegis, and Absorber Shield, depending on the chip for some duration. I'll show you guys some details and information about that in a bit. Lastly, for each of the battery chips you will have by 7.0, you will receive two shield chips of the same tier. That's correct, 2 for 1. For every T4 battery, you will receive 1 T4 absorber chips and 1 T4 Aegis chips. T3 battery will yield you to 2 T3 and so on. This should help you with your next big build without investing any extra. So, like, I appreciate that this is how they want to compensate for a lot of players. But let's be honest, the players who invested so much into all these microchips and drones lost so many gold and money, and they are getting a compensation back in the form of extra chips, right? So of the new chips, the shield microchips, which is fine. But let's be honest, not everyone want those, right? Not everyone is going to be using those. And furthermore, I saw one of the comments on Reddit. Someone said that having a shell, right, and then put those shield microchips on top of them, that's going to make the shield really difficult to kill. So I'm not really sure whether I should be happy with that. And there are a lot of things that the community is referring to and pointing out, and I'm curious whether Pixon is going to listen to this at all. One of the changes that they also are doing are they're removing random chips, I think, and also they're going to change the amount of slots on every drone. This brings so much trouble with itself, because it's about initially how they launched it just gets really in the way of these changes. Because how are you going to compensate, like, for the people who bought all these multiple drones because of the random slots, right? They wasted all the resources to get the right drone with the right slots, and all of that are being nerfed and being taken away from them right now. So, I'm predicting that this change, if they are going to go through with this in this way and not compensate the players in a proper way with maybe gold, silver, or give them their money back, which the latter will never happen, I'm going to predict that a lot of people are going to quit the game. They're going to stop playing, or they're going to stop spending. They're going to be annoyed about it. They're not going to be happy with it. And that's not good for the game, guys. So here's a look at the new shield microchips that you can see here. Please pause the screen to see what chips and what the effects are and the cost and that kind of stuff. I'm not really happy with it, but we'll see what it does on the live server. Here you can see the adjustments to the drones. This is a big one in my opinion, because you can see here that they are changing certain slots and everything, because every drone is getting the same amount of slots but different type of slots. So please pause the screen to check it out. So guys, that was it. I'm really curious for your opinions, so let me know them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.